You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video. Hey guys, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming, something to me on Twitter, The Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Soulcreek. So let's go ahead and jump right back in. Guys, I'm really enjoying this game. It turns out I was right. The author did get the name Loken from that Ultramarine series. I love it. It's so cool. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Please sit back and enjoy it for the next 18 minutes while I entertain you, and let's jump right in. Alarm stand, you're up, and let's go. Okay. All I can think about is where I fit into all this. The mystery of my origin grows more urgent with every word he speaks. So, the Zephyr were all human? We do not know. Well, what caused the cascade? We do not know. I scowl. The world literally ended and nobody remembers how? Many believe the Black Zones are involved. What are they? Cursed lands where demons roam. I lean forward, my interest immediately enraptured. Did you just say demons? Yes, creatures that appeared during the cascade. The clans must avoid the Black Zones to survive. We live and travel between them. Some Black Zones cover only a small valley. Some are countless miles. Wait, is this Fallout Furry edition? All that remains of the Zephyr are inside the Black Zones. In one old city I found you. And the Black Zones are full of these demons? Yes, they cannot leave the Black Zones, but are deadly. They hunt and slaughter us. They twist the mind of their prey. The spirit of the demon is housed in metal glass and wires. They evoke fear and... Oh, wait, this is Horizon. This is Horizon Zero Dawn, Furry Edition. Wait, wires? Like those? I point to the wire hanging out the back of the fan heater. Loken grumbles. The heater is not a demon. No, I mean, you're saying the demons are machines, like robots. Loken just gives me a blank stare. You said they're made of metal and wires. Machines are not living. He's not following, but I'm starting to draw a theory from his description. Bite, what if the Zephyr were wiped out by a machine rebellion? These demons of his could be rogue AI. It's possible. These Zephyr he describes sound like a technologically advanced society, perfectly capable of progressive robotics and artificial intelligence. I don't think Loken knows what AI is, though. His culture seems very primitive. Try asking him very clearly. Loken, are these demons artificial intelligence? The Hound gives me one of his bilious scowls. They are spirits within metal bodies. I mean, are they computer programs? Do you have computers? He just stares at me. You don't have AI? You are talking nonsense. Yeah, he hasn't got a clue. Looks like science has been forgotten. If you had the same knowledge of technology as these clans do, which is to say, none at all, and you saw a crazy killer robot, you'd probably assume it was a demon too. If we tell them about you, they might think you're one as well. Agreed, and we still need to find out how we got here. I suddenly realize Loken is frowning. I must have gone abruptly quiet whilst talking to Bite in my head. Sorry, it's a lot to take in. How did you find me? You were inside a glass pod within a ruined Zephyr structure. You were unconscious. Sounds like a hibernation pod. What did it look like? Large, steel with glass. Ovoid in shape, of Zephyr design. I attempted to open it and pull you out. I could not. A demon was present. I had to be fast. I smashed the glass and pulled you free. The glass was sharp. He points at my injury. I bandaged the wound swiftly to stop the bleeding. Carried you back here. The journey was long. I placed you in my home when I arrived. You were weak. I went to my chief and told her of the frailest creature I'd found. She wishes to see you herself. When I returned to my home, you had woken up and reopened your wound. You required further treatment. It doesn't tell me much, but it's something. Well, thanks for getting me out of there. I considered leaving you. I do not trust you. Oh. Charming. Here I thought we were warming up to each other. Loken's brow perks up thoughtfully. But I have never found anything like you. Perhaps you are important. My chief will decide. All that really matters is that I'm not dead, I suppose. I tilt my head and look behind him at the boxes of modern junk he's keeping in his home. You like collecting stuff from Zephyr ruins? I am a Black Runner. A what? A Black Runner. We hunt in the Black Zones for salvage, remnants of Zephyr society, supplies, materials, or technology. We bring it back to our chieftains to be repaired and used, or traded to other clans. We also guide the nomadic tribes around the Black Zone borders safely. You scavenge in the Black Zones? What about all the demons? Loken nods, his gaze turning somber. It is hazardous. A Black Runner acolyte must be trained in body and mind. It is not always enough. We are becoming infrequent. Loken gestures at his boxes of junk quite proudly. I am one of the most senior black runners in the mountains. Zephyr's salvage is invaluable. All clans desire it. They believe it is spiritually sacred. Working Zephyr technology is priceless. There have been violent wars between clans over functioning remnants. Imagine that, treating all these moth-eaten everyday objects with some kind of religious reverence. What about your heater? Did you find it in a black zone? I did. It was in good condition. I repaired it. And the light bulbs, too? I'm surprised you have electricity. The Draconi clan controls the Great Barrier Dam in the north. It gives us power. Looks like the tribes aren't quite as primitive as we thought. Aren't the lights in the heater really valuable? Why did you keep them? They are mine. As if I've just threatened to steal them, he bares his teeth menacingly at me. Wow, he really is possessive of his stuff. Just like a real hound. Okay, I just thought you gave everything to your clan. I claimed these. They are mine. I frown at him. It is the Black Runner's right. We can invoke it whenever we wish, as payment for the task we undertake. Our right grants us ownership of any piece of salvage we find, for life. Once invoked, that item is ours. Even the chieftains cannot take it from us. The right is absolute. Why not just claim everything you find? Then I would not be a good Black Runner. He looks back at his pile of salvage. Most clans accept any salvage from the Black Zone. My chieftain does not accept junk. She is particular. What do people do with the stuff you guys bring back? If it is functional, it is used. Otherwise, it is traded. We do not know what most of it is. The Zephyr ways have been lost. The old knowledge has been forgotten. That's crazy. You risk your life for the stuff and you don't even know what it is? Loken grumbles thoughtfully. I follow his eyeline to the revered pile of complete junk. Not all of it. I actually recognize some of it. The pieces aren't total scrap anyway. Well, looks like you've got an old electric toothbrush there. I think it was. It was pretty messed up. His head swivels around to me, brows furrowed. Explain. The plastic thing in that crate there. It's a toothbrush. Loken's face tightens as though he just sniffed an intruder. His eyes dart from the crate of junk and then back to me. Did I just offend him? Oh, sorry. This stuff probably means a lot to... Before I can finish apologizing, he takes the decrepit toothbrush from the box and thrusts it determinedly in front of my face. It stinks. It's covered in centuries of rust and grime. There's no way it still works. I try to hide my disgust in case I accidentally offend him. Identify it. What the hell has gotten into him? Like I said, it's an electric toothbrush. Looks really old. That bit there oscillates and then when it's switched on. He blinks at me. I blink back. Loken drops the toothbrush back into the crate and frankly picks up the next random piece his paws find first, shoving it in front of me with the same urgency. Identify it. That's, I don't know exactly. It's a circuit board. Well, half of one. It's broken. You have no memory, yet you know these items. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure the Zephyr were my people. I mean, they sound like... Wait. Loken silences me with a growl, his ears flicking upwards. Outside I hear two pairs of heavy footsteps getting closer. The chief has arrived to see you. Say nothing. Loken moves toward the door. Loken, wait, what do I do? Be silent! My heart begins racing nervously again. What if she's even grouchier than Loken? What if she wants to make a slave of me? What if she decides to have me killed? Loken fixes me with a final pointed look before opening the door. Well, I can't wait to see what she looks like. I'm blasted by the freezing mountain wind again. I shield my face. The heater's warm glow is smothered by the rush of cold air. Oh, wow! Ooh, Sabre-Mommy. Is that a badger? Is that a fucking honey badger? Two figures enter the lodge alongside Loken. My jaw drops. Just like him, they're not human. The chief is a saber-toothed tiger, almost as monstrously huge as Loken. She's meticulously dignified. Her dark teeth look vicious enough to shatter bone. Oh lord, I do have me a thing for Smilodon girls and guys. I do not know why, but those teeth, oof. Those teeth, oh lord. Bite me, Sabre-Mommy. Oh my god. So many problems. I have so many problems. Alright. I don't know why, but next to her, Loken seems like a petulant pup. Next to her, another woman follows. A weasel? A badger? I'm not quite sure. She's smaller than the other two, closer to my height, but feels cemented in self-assurance. Loken bows his head to the chief. She mirrors the gesture. Dravonia, my chief. Hello, Loken. The husky turns to the weasel. Taki. Hey, chap. Got fresh wood burning? Warm in here. She's got a perky, rounded accent that I can't quite place. Before Loken can reply, she notices the portable heater pointing at me. Ah, you fixed it. Yes. Could trade a month worth of spice for... It is mine. Never change, mutt. Javonia stares at me, head tilted with piqued interest. Her perilous saber teeth are angled right at me. My heart lurches. I see what you mean, Loken. Curious creature. Bite, what do I do? Just don't piss her off. Just don't piss her off. She's the one who decides what happens to you. Should I say something? Whatever you do, don't say anything about me. They won't understand. Javonia looks at me for an uncomfortable length of time. I look back, anxious. Taki, what's your counsel? Taki cocks her head, inspecting me as one might inspect a diseased dog from a safe distance. Some kind of short-snouted rat. Guessing he don't have no other clan marks, Loken. He does not. And he is not a rat. He does not smell like one. You've been sniffing him. You're in your bloody nose. I feel completely ridiculed by the way they're talking about me, like I'm some kind of animal. Where in the Black Zones did you find it? Devil's Crag. That's the bloody miles away. What was you doing there, thumbing your sheath? I was not doing that. He kind of reminds me of Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy. Holy shit. Oh my god, he's so straight-faced. He's such a straight shooter. Good lord. Thank you, Taki. Can he stand? I shoot Loken an uncertain glance. Miraculously, he seems to understand. He is injured. Then he won't run off. Take the chain off his ankle, would you? Loken tugs a metal key from his pocket and goes to unshackle my foot. I look back at Javonia, who continues gazing at me with predatory interest. I was expecting them to just be as blunt and impertinent as Loken, but they don't seem to have the same cumbrous manner of speech that he does. Maybe that's just the way he is. Loken told me to keep quiet, but perhaps they'll be easier to talk to. Shit, let's speak up and see. Just see what happens. My name's Alex, Chief. Loken shoots me an irritated scowl. I just shrug back at him. He speaks Ilalian? Yes, frequently. That's good. Can you stand, Alex? Show me your strength. I think so. With a clank, Loken unlocks my foot and pulls the chain away. I'm free! Nervously, I place my bare feet on the floor. My soles sink into the woolen rug. I try to draw myself up, but whipping pain strikes my side and I hesitate. I try again, walking my arms along the fur-lined bed and slowly building height. Bit wobbly. What's wrong with him? An abdominal wound. And you ain't got no idea which species he is? I do not. Come on, Loken, you serious with this thing? It ain't safe. Take it to the springs and drown it. What? Oh god, tell her to get fucked. I will not drown him unless instructed. I am grateful for that, Loken. Good to know. They'll stare at me in my fragility. I must look pathetic. I shove myself off the bed and up onto my own 2 feet. Straight away, my head goes fuzzy from pain. Why am I so weak? I didn't think my wound was this bad. My balance evaporates. I'm about to fall, but find myself unexpectedly propped up by something hefty and warm. I'm gingerly lassoed by a firm, fur-padded arm. My face flushes red as I realize Loken has caught me. My hands land on his voluminous chest, fingers weaving into his thick pelt. I look up and catches Azure eyes. He's so freaking huge. My head barely reaches the height of his chest. Careful. Now it's my turn to scowl. Why is he being so nice all of a sudden? I have to admit, he's really comfortable against my bare skin. Like, really comfortable. He's so soft. I push myself somewhat reluctantly away from him and grab one of the wooden posts for support. Loken steps back. Javonia doesn't look too impressed with me. I've never seen anything quite like you. What species are you? I already told Loken. He didn't believe me. I'm not Loken. Try me. Here goes nothing. Hopefully they're less stubborn than the hound. I'm human. Her gaze darkens. Is that so? Eh? Did it just say human? It's the truth. Oh no, not a chance. That ain't, for fuck's sake, Loken. Taki points at the husky furiously with an accusatory finger. Ain't thought this through, have you, mutt? This could be a fucking demon in furless skin. I'm not a demon. Well, you sure ain't a bloody human. They've all been dead since the Cascade. I haven't even told them about Bite, and they already think I'm a threat. Taki turns to Javonia, still pointing wildly at me. The chief's looming glare remains fixed on me. I stare back, fearful of the calculating look she's giving me. Chief, don't take no chances. Take it outside and stamp it to death. Loken bares his canine teeth at Taki and snarls. She squares up to him fearlessly. The two of them look ready to throw punches. Yeah, she's a fucking honey badger. Those things ain't afraid of nothing. Don't you fucking growl at me, boy. He is no demon. How the fuck do you know? Because I am a black runner. You fuckwits ain't the authority on everything. Settle down. Dravonia's primal command shakes me to the core with its magnitude. Both immediately back away from each other. Taki grumbles and Loka's ears are flat against his head. Even I'm shaken by the chief's authority. A display of aggression seems laughable next to her. Loken, I want an explanation. I cannot explain myself. He was in a pod. A pod? Yes. He was injured when I pulled him free. He is not dangerous. She snaps at him. You have no idea if he's dangerous or not, Loken. Where did he come from? I do not know. Humans are extinct. So he's come to us from before the Cascade? This is possible. Consider the facts, Loken. He's either a time traveler or a liar, and I suspect he's not a time traveler, so... Dravonia fixes me with her emasculating stare. I'm barely able to stand. I'm freezing. I'm starting to tremble from the pain in my side. Alex, humans all died a long time ago, so how did you get here? Can I at least sit back down first? If you must. Uneasily, I meander back to the bed and sit back down on it, clenching my teeth and shivering in relief as the warmth of the heater hits me again. I feel dizzy, nauseous. I take a moment to catch my breath while she stares at me. Loken was right. I'm still very weak. Why is it shivering so much? He is injured. He is cold. Cold? Fuck off. It's bloody summer. It is true. His skin is cold. Ah, you touched it. Loken snarls at her. Perhaps humans prefer warmer climates. It ain't human, it's a bloody rat demon. Thank you, Taki. Alex, I'll ask again. I need to know exactly what you are and how you got here. Spare no detail. He has no memory. Loken cuts in before I can blurt out a reply. I'm sorry. He has no memory. Explain. I cannot. You cannot? He did not know his race is extinct. I find that hard to believe. I'm still catching my breath, but I'm just about to be able to keep up with the conversation. I'm still getting up to speed. Loken told me about the Cascade and the Black Zones and stuff. What happened to your memory? I don't know, I just woke up here. Dravonia shakes her head, then turns to the others. First he claims to be human, and now he claims to remember nothing. It doesn't sit right. Why is she so distrustful of me? What did I do? You know what? We need Aeon to look at him. He can tell us if he's safe or not. Who's Aeon? Dravonia steps over to study me closer, her orange eyes scanning me up and down. Aeon is a friend of the clan. He is a master of the old knowledge. Old knowledge? The Zephyr called it science. He's very wise. He can infer the truth by examining you. Exactly the kind of person I need. Great, let's go see him. It will take a few days for him to arrive. In the meantime, I must decide what to do with you. How long were you inside the pod, Alex? I don't remember any pod. Then what's your intention here? Are there other humans I should know about? I don't intend anything, and I don't remember. I'm getting sick of saying the same thing over and over. You know, he could be telling the truth. Demons can't leave the Black Zones, right, Loken? No, it is impossible. Even you don't know what they might be capable of, Loken. Loken huffs irritably. At least he's on my side. He may be a surviving Zephyr. The pod was very old. Yet the human you found inside is not. Unless you're about to tell me human lifespans are centuries long, Alex. No, I'm up to 100 years if we're lucky. I realize I'm not helping my case here, but lying to them isn't only going to make things worse. So how'd you survive in there that long? How many times do I have to say it? I don't know. Maybe the tube was keeping me preserved. She raises an eyebrow at me. I'm gonna go ahead and, pause it right here. Could you explain to them what a cryo tube is? Like, it just freezes you. Like, they might buy that. Because he even knows what a cryopod is. I think he should be able to at least explain that to them. It's a tube that freezes and preserves you, stops you from decaying or dying. Well, doesn't always stop you from dying. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. If a super thanks or a tip if you can, it always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!